Hold on a minute. Yeah, hold on, let's start again. Come on, Maria. We're recording, yes we are. Good evening. We're back. I don't know why I start these with a hill every time. Get myself out of breath. I re-watched the one where I did the climb up Teg's Nose. And I'm only re-watching it as I'm editing it, and I can see my face getting redder and redder and redder. So, and my nose and my head and everything, my cheeks just bright red. So yeah, a little start to the hill here. Obviously we're here today with Rio, as usual. No issues on the hills for this one. Oh, it's been a busy day. I've been really excited about getting out and again recording this and talking to you. Not that I've got anything particular to say, it's just, yeah, let's watch the train go by. There'll be a few of those on this walk. This walk is called Riverside. And it's just a dead simple, dead easy little walking Mac. And you can extend it 50 different ways. So I thought we'll just get out and yeah, have a chat, take Rio out. I've just been watching a guy on how to do well at YouTube, how to be successful at YouTube. And I know there's millions of these things and loads of different channels, and this was one of those, a taster, free taster. And if you like it, then you pay for the 3-hour course. So of course I'm just thinking, fuck this, I don't want to do this, I don't want to watch this, I'm not bothered. My wife set me up with it. If she sets me up with anything, she's usually right about most things, so I just say, yeah, right, okay, I'll watch it. I'll have it on in the background. And I thought there was someone there. I was editing a video, one that I hope does really well actually, a hot chicken, fried chicken video. So I had this guy on in the background and he was talking, it was actually very, very interesting, and it made me think about this channel, which in real time right now, August 2025, this channel's doesn't even exist. This will be the fifth vlog, podcast, walk. I want to call it Ramble On, by the way. That was a silly thing. I thought, you know, Ramble On, Led Zeppelin. And as I am rambling, in the sense of, well, I'm rambling on with my voice, and I'm rambling and walking. And I thought, oh, Ramble On, pretty cool. So yeah, and I said it to Amy as well the other day. I was like, she said, oh, with your YouTube this. I said, you talking about Chef Rick or Ramble On? So it might stick, might not. We'll see. But yeah, see, this channel doesn't even exist. I've recorded, this will be the 5th one of these that I've recorded. And all I'm doing right now is just recording them all, uploading them to my computer straight away. Oh, here we go, Rio's going to the loo. I'll let you see a nice view for a sec. Once I clean this up, won't be a moment. So at the moment, these are just 5, recordings that I've done. I've saved them all there, I can edit them. It's kind of minimal editing really, because all I'm going to do is, when I turn the camera on like this, I was thinking, do I edit those? But it's not look too bad. You see a lot of these vloggers and they use the, I'm using a GoPro here. I don't know if it's a DJI camera or whatever else. But this DJI camera, I think you press a button on the handle and it flips the lens round for you. Whereas I'm always turning them around. I think if I do a smooth one like this, and then I carry on talking like that, and then I do a smooth one like that. I mean, there's absolutely no need for any editing there, is there? But if I'm like doing all this and then come back up, I'll edit it slightly and make it look a little bit smoother. And likewise, in between, you know, when I shit myself because someone's walking along, you know, I put the camera down, I'm thinking those moments, and then I come back. It'd be nice to just do a little fade transition. The point is, it's easy editing, whereas my Chef Rick videos, they're a bit of a ball ache to edit. They're fun, apart from when I'm chopping an onion. Oh, so annoying. But it's I mean, I'm editing short form videos on, I use Premiere Pro, and even now my fingers have become a bit like accustomed to the shortcuts. You don't even think about the buttons you're pressing, you just sort of press them. I really enjoy it. I love a lot of the editing, but with the editing on these, it's quite simple and straightforward. I'll sort the colours out and all the rest of it, and then the plan is to, yeah, schedule them all. Because if this is the 5th one, you know, I'll do another tomorrow, or obviously Rio gets a couple of walks a day. Don't think I only, you know, do these every single walk I have with Rio. Doesn't work that way. Pendolino service from Manchester going off to London. Next stop, Macclesfield. Talk about those later. Why not? If I get bored, yeah, I'll put the camera on me and let's be brave. Let's be brave. We've got some people coming. Yeah, they're older. So I think one thing, if I were, maybe I'll keep the camera up, but I won't be so cocky. Oh, here we go. Jesus Christ, actually stopping for a minute. Hi. I thought then I'll have the confidence, I'll hold the camera up. I got home, I told Amy after the other one, the other day when I was on the towpath, and I kept the camera up there, and I was so excited afterwards. I was like, oh, I've kept the camera filming. I go on and told my wife, she's like, well done babe, they're proud of you. That's what I've become. I'm getting so proud of myself for holding a camera in front of my face. But with those people then I thought, go on Ricky, keep the camera there, but maybe don't talk. And then they stopped to walk past me, so I'd say hi, and no one really bothered. Did they care? And like I keep saying, if anyone does care, it gives them monkeys. It's my business, as long as I'm not being obnoxious. Anyway, so yeah, so I'm just going to record a load of these and I'm going to schedule them, get them all done, get them all edited, because I'm going to Portugal in a few weeks. Of course I'll take the camera and I'll do a few whilst I'm there. There'll be no Rio. I can go for some nice walks, probably bring Amy in. That's another cool thing. Bill Burr, comedian, he's a bit of a star really. Well, he has an amazing podcast. He's not walking, he's just talking into a mic, and occasionally we'll bring his wife into it, and it's great. I like it when people do that. I think yeah, a lot of the YouTubers that I follow, they bring the partners into it, and then they add so much to it. I think Trek Trendy, he's a fantastic travel vlogger. I mean, the best. He's right up there, and he takes his family along on different journeys, or his girlfriend Millie, and it's great when they come in there. But then you see, I don't know, fucking hell, as if I can say anything about Mr. Beast, but you've seen his videos where he brings his girlfriend in and she's sat there like, duh. I think, why have you bothered? Anyway, speaking of someone ahead going mega slow. They seem to be loitering a bit like they're waiting for me, so let's get past them. Yeah, one more train. Let's stand here for a second, see a train coming across. Oops. That was a Northern Line train service to Manchester Piccadilly, calling at Prestbury, Adlington, Poynton, Bramhall, Cheadle-Hulme, Stockport and Manchester Piccadilly. Kids love it when I do that. Anyway, let me get past this person and we'll carry on. Oh, I'll come back to you because we've got some big cows in the field. Come here. Rio behaving himself, of course, staying away, but right, I really want to get past this person now because it's a woman and I'm like, my pace is just a bit quicker than hers, so I'm catching up. So I'm going to put this camera down and like jog past. I'm back. So I don't know what's wrong with me. The lady I've just passed, lovely, dead nice, but she's dead. She's got the audacity to walk at the same pace I'm walking at, so I can't quite overtake her, and I'm like huffing and puffing behind her. Obviously not so she could hear, but in my own head. And I'll do that a lot, and I think, the fuck are you? As in me. The arrogance that anyone dare walk at my pace. Anyway, but she was lovely, so I feel horrendous, of course. What was I talking about? Yeah, so the last thing I was saying was about bringing your partners into YouTube channels. I think sometimes if you bring your partner in, and it's nice for people to see sort of you know, someone's other half, if you like. It's interesting. So when we're in Portugal, I might bring my wonderful wife onto a couple of these, just to get the to give them a lady's touch. Anyway, so yeah, before I came out I was watching this guy, how to be successful on YouTube, and he's actually pretty good. He's got loads of channels, or he's got several channels, and which was a good thing because each one's got a few million subscribers, but they're totally different genres and different niches, and he hasn't just gone from one channel and taken subscribers straight over to the other channel, which is something I mentioned before to you, that with mine, the fact I've got like 19 and a quarter now, 19,250 subscribers on the chef channel. Am I going to suddenly start like uploading these videos onto the Chef Rick channel or not? Because all these old people, which it is, people north of 60, I'll turn it on me. Oh, this guy's telling his dog off. Oh, he's behaved well. We're going to go left here, so I'll let this guy. What's this? He's going to be really good. Hiya. Go on. Let's go. It's getting more and more natural. You noticing? Any of you that might have been here from video one, see that then? Oh, it's like, all right, yes, I'm vlogging. As your confidence grows. Anyway, oh God. Of course he's in the water. Has he been in water every walk we've done? Again, I can't deny him. How could I? Hot day. Good boy, come on. Good lad. Oh, trying to be clever there, and I nearly went in the water. Yeah, so this guy's got multiple channels. Well, there we go. Yeah, he's got multiple channels, and they're all of different things. Some are about mental health, positivity, production, how to do this, spirituality. But they're all different. So they're not taking one person to another, and he's grown each of them. Like his smallest channel was some Chinese comedy channel, which well, was what it was, but it got, you know, 50,000 subscribers, generates him 500 quid here and there. You can't argue with that. And so I thought, okay, well, listen to what this guy's got to say. And it was very interesting, and a lot of it was, you've got to have something that people would actually want to see. If a brand new, his example was, if someone's just invented a brand new sport, and you're now going to do a YouTube tutorial on this sport. Well, you only just invented it, so no one's watching it, no one's wanted to see that on YouTube. And then I was thinking, oh shit, well, like, what am I? Walking around, vlogging, talking to people. Like, what am I giving out here? What's my product? What's my niche? Oh shit, I'm going past the golf course. I'll be a bit quieter. Yeah, the guy's about to tee off. Yeah, why not just be quiet whilst this guy going by? Wow, what a drive. What a drive. That's Tidrington Club. I'm a member there. Get a membership through work. In fact, before we got married in 2017, we joined. And it's like the posh place around Mac. I mean, look at it, it's got a lovely golf course. We joined that gym. If it's not, you know, just go into a gym regularly. Obviously we didn't have Rio, we didn't have the kids. My wife and I would just go after work, go to the gym, and you got so fit in just 6 months. And it's far too obvious a statement to say, oh, you go to the gym, you get fit, but really noticed it. And then obviously you get married, you have kids, you're less fit. Yeah, it's fallen off. I do a park run once a week, I go boxing a couple of times, and that's about my exercise routine. I think my biggest thing this year was giving up the alcohol. You know, quitting alcohol seemed so huge and so significant that I've almost patted myself on the back and gone, well, I don't need to do anything else now until January the 1st, because come on, I did one of the hardest things people can ever do. So, but I am ready for the next challenge now, and I'm thinking, is it going to be fitness? Is it going to be getting up in the mornings, you know, doing these ramble-ons in the morning? Because I've always wanted to be a morning person, but I just can't. I can't do it. Anyway, let's get back to talking about the guy who was going on about YouTube. So yeah, you got to have a niche, you got to have something that people want, and you've got to keep them engaged. Audience engagement. And so he says literally, this is the thing, and I joked about this in the last video, didn't I, when we're going to see that wood carving. If you say to someone all the way through, keep watching to the end of this video because I'm going to tell you da da da, I'm not going to do that unless I genuinely know I'm walking somewhere, and I'll say, oh, you got to keep watching to the end of this video. It'll actually be, you know, honest, genuine engagement rather than just trying to hook you in. Another big one, he says, everything's 3s, 5s and 7s, 9s and 11s, odd numbers. In this video I'm going to show you 3 ways to walk around. And then the first way is with your legs tied together, hopping on the spot. You're like, oh, this is stupid, but go on, let's watch the next 2 ways. The next way is whatever it is, it doesn't matter, people will just keep watching, go on, fucking hell, what's the last one, let's just see. Which I'm not going to do any of that, but a good thing is going under the railway line there, if it's not obvious. One thing I really liked, he said, a big thing about engagement is this. He said, hang on. Go on, we'll go this way. He said, whilst I'm stood here, you see I've gone forward, I've gone backwards, I've gone forward, I've gone backwards. And that's engaging for people. So if you can find yourself moving, I thought, oh, here we go. You know, maybe, because just, I didn't know. I genuinely didn't think that these were going to be walking videos. Why not? Like I say, it seems the perfect thing. Once I get the other microphone, if I can get dead good high quality audio and it doesn't, you know, it sounds really good, then why can't they be walking videos? You know, there's a billion walks out there I can do. I know a lot of nice routes and I can go to different... Anyway, it's just a good idea, I think, to do walking videos. And he said that is obviously really good engagement because we're just walking around, and even if... I can imagine a lot of people might just want to mute this and not even have me going on with myself, but at least you get to see a little bit. So, oh, we're going this way, come on. Right, how's he managed that? Let's see if he can work it out. Come on, it's another one of those little Rio challenges. Ah, I see. That makes sense. He managed to get there. Now he's just stupid. It's not you, Rio, it's me. It's not you, it's me. Go on, go in the water if you want. Yeah, splash. Now this, oh easy. Go on, well done, Rio. Thanks for that. Ah, yeah. So, yeah, there was that I picked up from it. So I thought, okay, this is good. I have got a niche in my cooking channels. My Chef Rick channel is me cooking. So I'm teaching people to cook. Oh, let me just make this a nicer. There you go. That's better. Oh no, listen to me. Okay, now KSI over here, just walking along, vlogging away like I just don't care. So I've got the I can't even show you how I've got it. I've got the selfie stick kind of stuck out a little bit now. It's very apparent that I'm here filming myself, but I'm not bothered. Kind of bare feet there. Quite like seeing people in bare feet. Pretty cool. So I thought, oh, that's good. So I've got a niche. You know, people will want to see the cooking videos because they are learning how to cook. They'll want to see these vlogs because they're ultimately, hopefully, shows you the outdoors. It's always a positive message. Should always be a very positive message. That's a big thing. Yeah, we're going to have kind of unending, almost annoyingly positive messages coming from me, and I hope a touch of humour. I hope you can watch them and smile your way through it. Yeah, that would be my my ultimate goal for these. So there you go. So there's an audience for it, and look, by moving around, whoa, I'm keeping you engaged. Because even if you're a bit bored, oi, this way, come on, look at me. You're engaged just through the movement. So even if we're just walking about places, and like I say, you just want to see something a little bit different, and I think it's going to be great as we get through the seasons. Because right now, I mean, it's gorgeous. Cheshire, Macclesfield in the summer, as beautiful as anywhere in the world. Same in the snow. So yeah, get to see some really nice things. So yeah, should have some engagement on that. What was the other thing he said? Oh, uploading my videos consistently. He said Saturday morning 8 o'clock, Wednesday morning 8 o'clock. That's when you schedule your videos for. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to schedule them 8 o'clock Wednesday and Saturday, 2 videos a week, and then that's when they're going to go out. I'm going to work on the thumbnails. He says his videos take him no time at all. His videos are super easy. They're the easiest bit. So he spends most of his time on the thumbnail because you've got to have that engagement. You've got to have people click the thumbnail. Again, in my head, I'm like, I didn't want to worry too much about the thumbnail. I want it to be a bit more authentic. Like the same reason I don't want to do clever little tricks. 3 ways to walk across Mac. Stay tuned to the end. You won't believe it. It's a bit clickbait. So I really didn't want that. But even the biggest YouTubers out there make sure the thumbnails are on point. So yeah, I shit myself then. I didn't have the confidence. Should have just carried on talking. He didn't care. Cool guy going for a run. Oh no, see? And see, what I wish I'd have done then is just carried on just with the talk. Not that I'm worried. These are the early ones. No one's even going to see these. These are all just practice. Just talking to the camera. I'm finding it way more comfy every single time. Anyway, what else was he saying? Oh yeah, uploading the videos Wednesday and Saturday, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get a load of these in the can, as they say, scheduling them out, and then yeah, keep monitoring them, keep engaging with people, keep talking to people. That's it. So I learned that about YouTube, and I came away from it feeling quite positive. You know, let's have a look at what I can see instead of my ugly marsh. Oh, that was another thing he says. You may think that, I don't know why I did his voice like that, probably because he was Chinese. I don't want to do his actual voice because I could do it hilarious, but You know, might get me cancelled if I ever get big. He was explaining that you may think you're not good looking, or you may think you're not funny, or you may think you can't speak on a camera, or you may think this. He says, so look at this channel, the YouTube channel there called Sitting and Smiling. Okay, now where's Rio gone there? Oh, there he is. Sitting and Smiling. It's a guy, and he's just sitting in a corner of a room, smiling at a camera for a couple of hours. Oh, we'll get another train shot in a minute. They were lovely. That's the thing as well. You know, have I ever passed anyone yet and not said that they were absolutely lovely? It's a big crow. Now my wife, the funny thing about my wife, come on, she's been through something quite traumatic, and she's going through, she's finding all these spiritually things, and come on Ria, said a big splash. Come on, here it comes, look at that. Beautiful, good boy. So she's going through all this kind of spiritual stuff, and she'll say, I know you don't believe any of it, I know you're skeptical, I know, but yes, I am insanely skeptical about anything like that, even though I've had mad things. Anyway, I'm super skeptical. And she's like, but babe, I'm telling you, let's say, like, we're walking along here, there's a bench, a red bin and a pylon, and she'll go, babe, I'm telling you, I had a vision the other day about a bench, a red bin and a pylon, and look, we've just come across one now. I can't believe it, I can't believe it. So I'm like, in my head, I'm thinking, okay, I want to back her. She's not going mad, my wife, she's not. In fact, I'll tell you what we'll do, we'll go over this way, because it's a tiny bit more private whilst I'm waffling on. So I back her, and it's difficult for me sometimes, because if someone tells me, oh, I saw a ghost, oh, there's a ghost in that room, I'm just like, all right, yeah, haha. It means nothing to me, absolutely means nothing to me. I think, no, there's not, you are absolutely full of it. But then if someone you really love and really trust, like really trust, tells you they saw a ghost, you're like, I'm massively conflicted. So with my wife's little mad spiritual stuff that's going on in her world right now, I'm very conflicted, because I believe her and I back her with my life. But some of the stuff she's saying is so crazy and out there that I'm finding it difficult. So what I'm saying to her now is, write something down. If you're going to see, if you think you've seen a pylon with a blue background and then a train went past, write it down for me. At least that way you can say, right, look, and here it is in my journal, this happened. And so the other day we're in the garden, and I look out in the garden, and there in our garden, I've been in the house 10 years, far end of the garden is a bird of prey, not an eagle, let's not go mad, it was big bird, buzzard, kestrel, call it what you want, you know what I mean, one of them. For Cheshire, it was big. And I was looking out the window, I was like, what is that? Look at that at the end of the garden. And then I look outside, and my wife's just walking up to it in the garden, and I'm like, what the fuck is Amy doing? Like, what are you doing? It's gonna fly away. And she was just walking to it almost like in a trance. It was like something out of a film. And she walked up, to almost next to it. Almost next to it, this wild bird, this massive wild bird. So I'm watching it from the house, and we've got CCTV in the garden. This happened, telling nobody on this vlog right now. It's not like I'm trying to get it out there and have someone believe, but I'm telling you, I watched it, and then she got right up to it, was looking, and I thought, don't open the window, don't even move now, like me in the house, because if I open the window to go out, I might disturb it, or if I make a step, it could disturb it. And right now she's a metre away from this big bird of prey, And she looks at it, and then it just goes woof, and just flies off, flies away. So I was like, Jesus Christ. So she comes walking back in the house and she goes, did you see that? Did you see that? I said, yeah, I did. And she goes, look at this. Look. She's obviously massively emotional. She goes, look at this. And she goes and gets her journal. And she's written about seeing a bird of prey. She said, I've never written anything else like that. But she's written about seeing a bird of prey. I'll keep this going just because it's an interesting thing I'm saying. I think it's interesting. Hiya. So there it is, she's written it down a few weeks before. What does a bird of prey mean? I'm having a dream about this big bird of prey, and obviously whatever it means, and that side of things, and the meaning of it, and the stuff, that's her thing. But I saw it right in front of me with my own eyes. And was it just random? Was it totally random? I've never seen a bird like that in our garden, in the area. To be fair, you do see them about in the countryside, and I know my father-in-law, he's into his big birds. It sounds like a funny joke, but my mother-in-law is absolutely gorgeous and very slim, so he's, you know. But my father-in-law's into big birds, and sometimes when I see one in the middle of the country, I'll stop and try and take a picture. So it's not a common sight. And nor do I imagine they let you walk up to him. But whatever it was in that moment, Amy, she was able to show me, look, and yeah, I can't remember why I was telling you that, or what the point of it all was, but can't remember, but how about that? Interesting enough. So yeah, so my wife's going through all this. Was I talking about signs? Doesn't matter what I was talking about. Don't matter at all. But yeah, she's going through all this, like, amazing. She's changing, she's fully changing. You know, like, you don't want someone to change. Well, you do, you want someone to grow and develop, but I love my wife from the minute I met her. And I would not want her to change at all. But the way she's changing, as in growing and developing, and fucking unbelievable. And like I say, she's gone through a bit of a bad trauma last year, and it's decided to come out of it. Just this amazing person doing all this work on herself and all the rest of it. And maybe I can tie it back to YouTube in the sense that she's adamant, absolutely adamant, that this is the right thing for me. She says, of all your gifts, of all my gifts, she says, you're a storyteller. And I agree with that. When we had the restaurant, like I mentioned, it was in a grade 2 listed building owned by the former mayor of Macclesfield, Mr. Charles Rowe. And I'd give every guest a story. I'd tell every guest who came in the history of it as I was walking through the building. Obviously, if they didn't want to hear it, it's fine, but most did. Likewise, if I go and do these tours at the distillery, telling people, you know, how to make gin. And so I enjoyed giving this, you know, talking, giving a message out and being a storyteller. So yeah, she's really adamant that this is the right path for me. And if she says it, well, I'll back her. This one today, as in this what we're doing right now, felt I've been looking forward to it, but I wasn't compelled to get out like some of the other ones. I've been climbing the walls like, come on, I need to get out, I need to get out, I need to go and record. This one I didn't, and I thought, what am I going to talk about? And it's felt very, very, very natural, this one. Probably the easiest to talk, or, you know, talking was the easiest, you know what I'm trying to say. So yeah, we just got to keep developing and keep improving and just get it all out there. And oh, it's very exciting. I can't wait to launch it. Oh yeah, that was a funny thing. So I come up with an intro, which I know it's stupid. You know, sometimes when people say, oh, we're starting a business, and then they spend forever on the logo and the company name and the logo. And I've done that in my life. And you realise don't waste your time on company logo. You can do all that later when you're successful. Yeah, Rio, I'll take a thumbnail here for you. Yeah, here we go. We'll take a thumbnail here. You ready? Yeah, let's do it. We are just chasing the dog there. Come on. Look at him playing around. That's not, he'll never catch you. Look at that dog. Go on. Look at that, turning back, loving it. Magic. Around the tree, come and get me. Oh, Rio, you done? Are you done? Right, you ready? Let's do a thumbnail. No, oi, out there. Rio. Oh, for God's sake. Let's go. Ready? What's this? Rio, come here. Rio, come here. Side. Sit, 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 sit. That'll do. Come on. That'll do, yeah, that's the thumbnail. You happy? Go on. Oh, that was what I was saying. So, sorry, let's clean the camera. So, one of the Blot Outdoors, who I really like, when his video starts, he comes on, well, welcome to another video, da 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 da, and then it goes do 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 do, and it has a Mandingo. It shows his intro, something like 4 seconds, and then it goes into the video. And I really like that. I've always thought I'd like to have an intro. So yeah, I've been working on one at the minute, and it's me going, hi, it's Chef Rick, cut out from a Chef Rick video. And then there's an idiot, absolute idiot out there called Brendan Schaub. He was fought briefly in the UFC, and he's just an idiot. He's just an idiot. And he did a stand-up comedy special on YouTube, and he went on to Logan Paul's podcast to promote it. And Logan Paul and his mate basically took the piss out of him to his face, and he said, where are you releasing it? He goes, on YouTube. And Logan Paul's like, you do YouTube? Are you a vlogger? He goes, you're doing great. And it's such a funny soundbite, because this Brendan is he's got CTE in his brain, so we don't really know what's going on. And he didn't realise that these two young lads were just taking a piss. But I've always tickled me like, oh yeah, you do YouTube? Yeah, you're doing great. So the intro is going to be me saying, hi, it's Chef Rick. And then, you're a vlogger? You do YouTube now? Oh, you're doing great. Like the sound bites from Logan Paul. And then, if I call this Ramble On, let's call it Ramble On for now. It's a working title, as they say. It go into Ramble On. Yeah, sing my song. But obviously, I'm not going to use the full song of Ramble On by Led Zeppelin, because there's no way in the world you're going to be able to do that. So I'm thinking of taking out the vocals from it, having it just as the instrumental track, and then just have it say Ramble On. And anyway, do you know what that was? That was filler. But stick with me till the car. You won't believe what happens at the end of this walk. You will believe it. We're at the end of this walk. That last bit was pure filler, it was on my mind, and I thought I'll tell you about it. So there you go. Easy, easy, easy walk. Huh. And that's the steps that we started. And he's not in the millions of subscribers, but his videos have got millions of views, and they get long engagement as well. You want people to watch them a long time, so you can do anything. And then watching that made me think, because I'm no Brad Pitt, come on. And you know, I'm reasonably humorous, but let's not go mad on that. I'm not the funniest guy in the world or the best looking guy in the world or taking you up, you know, some insane mountains or whatever rambles like that. But I think there is still an audience for it. There's an audience for everything in there, and I'd love to have a little community of people who like all this. And you know, it's those people that I'm talking to, because I have to wonder when people talk to it, who am I talking to now? Who am I talking to now? A GoPro, that's what I'm talking to, in the middle of nowhere. No one around me, just talking to myself. But when I'm saying you, who do I even visualize in my mind's eye? And I think that's going to come if I start to build an audience, and you know, they ask questions, or there's some engagement on that side, or somebody who wants to buy them, I don't know, something where I can really get to know people and then feel like I'm talking to somebody. Christ, I was worried then. I thought we'd lost Rio again. Oh, that one's great. Right, I'm sort of nearly at the next bit of the walk, and there is a little kid coming along here, so I think with kids I will always put the camera down, but anyway, we'll come back in a second. So again, you could do it 100 different ways, that one, but that's the way we did it. Rio, oi! Good boy. And we're back. So thank you so much for watching, massively appreciated it. Really enjoyed recording that. I'll see you on the next one.